everybody, I'm Nanda, aka Creative Mommy of Two, and welcome back. Today we are doing a WIP and Chat. So grab whatever it is you want to work on or whatever you want to do. And let's have a ramble, shall we? I am starting today with 310. I am, as you might be able to see, still working on The Beast by Mandy Manzano from Diamond Art Club. And it is a beast of a kit. So it is quite appropriately named. But yeah, he's amazing, he's beautiful, and he will take me a long while to complete. But yeah, if you've been here before, which is highly likely, then you know that I've been working on this one for quite a long time. It was my upstairs project last year, I think September, October or something. I finished like the top part, and yeah, then my husband had surgery, so I wanted to make place for his stuff upstairs, and the kit I was working on at that time as the WIP and Chat project was completed, so I was like, you know what, I am just going to do this one. And sorry if you hear something, but that will be Lucian. So, yeah. How are you all doing today? I hope you had a better week than me, because my week was pretty annoying. Only my weekend was okay. But yeah, my daughter lately has a tendency to push my buttons. Our son loves to push buttons on the remote or anything like that, but our daughter likes to push my buttons. So yeah, not fun. But yeah, she's basically being an annoying little 3-year-old. And like, for instance, she's in the morning, she's like, I am hungry, I want to eat. And then at like 11:30, I'm like, yeah, you need to wait until we have lunch. So you don't get anything now. And as soon as I am calling her to come to her chair to have lunch, it's like, I don't want to eat. And then she starts screaming and yelling and fussing, and yeah. I basically am at a point where I'm like, hey, you have two choices. You can either stop fussing and whining and go in your chair. And if you want to keep fussing, go stand in the corner, please. Most of the times that works, but yeah, not always. But yeah, with everything going on in my life at the moment, I feel like I can't have a break. Because there's basically always something going on which ticks my nerves. Because it also is still frustrating me that still her room isn't done, and yeah. And I still want to have the garden done in the summer, and everything keeps piling up, and yeah. If you would be around me in real life, I am most likely not the best company at the moment, because yeah. Last week I am not in the best of moods, so yeah. If I'm a bit grumpy today, I'm sorry, I just can't help it, but my head's at the point where I'm like, I need a vacation. But yeah, being a full-time stay-at-home mom, I don't get vacation. If I'm lucky, I get an hour of peace and quiet, and that most of the times isn't happening. Or at least during the day. In the evening I have some time to relax, which I most of the time spend diamond painting or watching TV, in case it's like the last couple of weeks too much of a belly hurting day. So yay, fun times, fun times. But yeah, if you don't know, I have an umbilical hernia. I have contemplating surgery like a month ago, maybe a little bit more by now. I decided that I am not going to do it for now. But basically, as soon as I told the surgeon that, and it was a couple of days later, me and my husband was like, most likely I will still need the surgery. It's basically not a question of if, but more when, because yeah, my belly button hurts like hell many times. But yeah. Oh well, enough complaining about that. So yeah, last week, except for the fussing of our daughter, what did happen was I got my hair cut. I think I have like 10-15 centimeters shorter hair by now. Because, yeah. I was at the point where I was thinking about this for a longer time by now. Because it is now about 22 months ago that I gave birth to my son, which is our second born. By the time he was born, I had like basically back growing hair from the pregnancy, because after I gave birth to our daughter, I shed it like crazy. I almost was an animal because, yeah, I felt like I would otherwise go bald. So yeah. And that length was about shoulder length by that time. So it was like, you know what, if our son is about 2 years old, I might be cutting my hair a bit more, because most of the times I just have like a centimeter at most cut off. So now like, you know what, just get it up to my shoulders, because then like the bad part of my hair is hopefully gone, because I am not wanting a third child. Because for me, I'm already going stir crazy as is with two. So yeah, I applaud you if you have more than 2 kids. Because yeah, they can be a handful. But yeah, I actually still, it's almost a week by now, and I am still not 100% sure if I like it or not. Most of the times, even when it's like 1 or 2 centimeters cut off, I'm like, it feels new, it feels good, or something like that. And now I'm like, every time I look, it's like, I don't know what I think about it. Don't hate it, but I also don't love it. Meh. So yeah, I'm still, don't know what I think about it. Grab my wine. I am drinking a red wine tonight, because after a day of today, I needed it. Delicious. This is a red wine. It's a Merlot. And I believe this one is from Spain, but I'm not completely sure. I know it's a Merlot, and that's basically about it. Yeah, and I know it tastes good. So, yeah. Yeah, today our daughter had one of those days where nothing was good and she kept fussing. So, yeah. As soon as I put her in bed, I poured myself a glass of wine. But yeah, this week also the husband has an exercise at work. So this week and the next coming 2 weeks, he has an exercise. But this week, he has the evening shift. So, yeah. And then not coming weekend, but next weekend he also has a weekend shift, which means a 12-hour shift. So from 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening. Which will also be fun, because that means I have the kids all to myself for the entire day. Yay! No, most of the times it's okay, but yeah, but with how I'm feeling lately, it's a bit more work, but as soon as they're in bed in the evening, I'll just grab out my diamond painting, put on whatever it is I want to listen to, and relax. And yeah, basically start the day somewhat fresh, depending on if our son wants to sleep through the night or not, because that's basically up for grabs. One time he sleeps through, the other time he starts fussing and at least wakes me up and then turns around and falls asleep again. And I'm like, seriously, why did you need to wake me? And sometimes I need to go downstairs, change his diaper, give him something to drink, put him back in his bed, and he's happy again. But yeah, last week he had a couple of days. Well, actually, our daughter had a couple of days where she was up early and she didn't want to sleep anymore. And because I need to walk through our son's room to get to our daughter's room, he woke up as well, which made him grumpy. So the entire day he was as grumpy as can be. And yeah, I am not one for getting out of bed in the morning and be woken up by a screaming kid. And yeah. So yeah, that's always not fun. Most of the times I don't mind that they wake me up. That's not the point, but I prefer to at least have like a little bit of peace and quiet before I need to start my day. But yeah. Because yeah, without the kids, I prefer to have like 1 or 2 hours before I need to jump into action. But yeah, with the kids, that's not going to happen. Shoo, yeah. But yeah. So yeah, I hope you had a better week, or at least throughout the week itself. The weekend was pretty okay. Saturday, we needed to do some shopping. I actually need basically an entire new wardrobe, but with the kids that's not going to be possible. So we are now, like for 2 months already, are saying that we want to have my parents take the kids for a day and a night so that we can do the shopping we need to have done, because we both need some new clothes and it's easier to fit them, and I hate to buy clothes online. If I need to, I do, but I am pretty fussy at buying clothes, so I dislike it to buy stuff online, fit it at home, send it back, and I dislike it if I know that there are stores in my area where I can go to, fit it, if it fits, buy it, go back home, and be done with it. But yeah. And many times I actually don't even find what I look for, but oh well. But at least we found some cute dresses for our daughter, so that's a bonus. She actually picked something else, but as soon as we went home, she wanted to have them and not want to let them go, but I prefer to rinse them at least before, especially the kids wear something new, because yeah, I always want to have the new chemicals and stuff out of it. So yeah. So we got her some new dresses. Don't think we had anything for our son. I had some new jars for my spices and teas, which I wanted to have for a long time. And I don't think we had much else, but at least it was a fun day. I think that was basically all we did on Saturday. And Sunday in the morning, we went to a petting zoo close by. It was fun. They also have like a little play area, and our daughter was basically, as soon as she was in the door, she wanted to go there, but we're like, hey, let's look at the animals first, or at least the ones on the way there. Then you can play a little bit. Then we go look at the rest of the animals. And if you're if you're nice, you can go back and play some more. So we did that. After that, she wanted to play some more in the playground. Then we're like, you know what? We're going to give the rest of the food we have to the animals, and then yeah, we go home because it's almost nap time for your little brother. She wasn't having that, but with a little bit of coaching, at least we got her out of the playground. But yes, a little bit of coaching again. We got her to leave the petting zoo without too much drama, but as soon as we reached the car, all hell broke loose. And she then begins to scream and kick and yell and Or like, we know it's most likely the fact that A, she has a lot of fun, and B, we hardly do anything at home, but like with the whole pandemic and annoying bug stuff, we could hardly go somewhere in the past past 2 years, especially with her having a little brother. We are a little bit more time constricted because we couldn't go anywhere. He basically doesn't sleep anywhere else except in his bed. So it's not that he sleeps in a stroller or in the car. So we can't go anywhere and be like, oh, well, if it takes the whole day, it takes the whole day. So yeah, we need to plan around his naps a bit. Which we also needed to do with her, because she was also a little annoying thing. But as soon as she was like, 2 months old, she refused that. And then at that point, there wasn't an annoying bug situation in the whole world. So yeah. But yeah, at least they had a good time in the petting zoo. Our son even was really cute because they have like an actual petting zoo area where they have some goats running around. And you can actually go in there and feed them and hug them and cuddle with them, pet them, the whole fun stuff. And our son actually was like hugging the goats. It was so darn cute. We stood there with our daughter, and he was basically, I think if we let him and the goat stood still, he would basically fall asleep against the goat. Because he had like his arms wrapped around, or at least wrapped against the belly of the goat, and he had his head on the back of the goat. And he stood there really content, like, I'm happy here, let me just sleep. But like after a minute or so, the goat was like, yeah, no, I'm having it done by now, so bye. And he just walked on. And the people that were standing next to us were all like, oh, that's so cute. That little boy is hugging him, and oh, that's so cute. And when the goat went away, our son was completely like, seriously? Why? And again, the women next to us were like, "Oh, and he almost fell, and it was so sad." And blah, 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 blah. And then I walked up to her son and grabbed him because he was a little bit fussy, like, I can't cuddle anymore. That's not fun. So I grabbed him and was like, "Did your pillow left? Was he a good hugger?" And then he just hugged me, so Mama like that. But yeah, our son is a real big hugger. Especially with me. Luckily for me. So yeah, but I had him and the ladies next to us were like, "Oh, the boy almost fell with his face to the ground," and stuff like that. And basically he almost did because, yeah, the goat just walked away. So yeah, he stood there like laying his head against him and he almost went face first. But they were like, "Oh, so how sweet," and "Oh, that would be sad." And I was like, basically thinking to myself, like, if it would have gone face first, it could go two ways. It either was sirens all the way through, or he dusted himself off and walks off. Like, no big deal. That's basically the two ways he deals with when he falls. It's either the biggest disaster you can imagine, or he dusts himself off like, no big deal. Let's try again, shall we? Yeah. And on yesterday evening, which for me would be the Sunday evening, because I'm filming as usual on a Monday. So yeah, yesterday evening I finished my dominoes finally. I started them like almost a month ago. But yeah, it's kinda cold in my crafty dungeon, aka my basement. And yeah, I know I have a heater there, but by the time it's heated up, I'm frozen to the bone and then I'm already done. So it was like, I really want to finish them, so I'm just going to do that. And yeah, after that I just made a warm water bottle and warmed my feet. Because yeah, I don't sleep well if I have frozen feet, so many times in winter times I need to make a warm water bottle so that I at least can have some warm feet. And most of the times by like half the night I need to kick it out of bed, or at least far enough from myself that I don't get heated up by that thing. Because most of the times I wake up like sweating all over, so yeah, that's a fun combination of like don't wanting to be cold and also don't want to sweat so much that I basically float out of bed. So yeah, I finished those. Finally. I was basically a bit inspired by like a cup of coffee. Take a sip of wine again. And yeah, I did the part with the coffee beans and now I decided to grab a bit of a coffee and cream colored base behind it. And I put some glitter in and I ended with these. Sorry for the glare, but I try to move them around a little bit. I think this is the best I am going to show you. But yeah. Then I think I'm going to fill the dots in with like a bronze kind of color. But yeah, we'll need to see about that, if that will work out, yes or no. But yeah. So yeah. That basically was my week. Being cranky and trying to decrank. But yeah. It's already 25 minutes, so yeah, I had something prepared, but I think I will just leave that for next week because I am pretty tired. And yeah, my husband basically got home from work, drank his cup of coffee, and I basically kicked him out of the room because for one or the other reason I don't like it as much as he's in the room with me when I'm filming. Many of the times the game he plays, he uses a lot of his mouse, so if I would film with him being on his computer next to me, you would hear the mouse clicking the entire time. And yeah, at least for me, that would set me off. And I rather have just some silence in the background when I film. But yeah. Yeah, when I film for my time lapses, he obviously is just in a room because I'm not going to kick him out every night. He would be okay with it, at least he said that. Because he's always like, okay, what do you want to film? You're going to film this or that. How long do you think you're going to take? So he knows like what, if he needs to watch a movie or if he just can play a game or if he's just like, oh, it will be 20 minutes, so I'm just going to sit on my phone or whatever. But basically it's also sometimes like, oh, you're filming a WIP and Chat video and you're doing some of the unboxings and stuff. Oh, well, I'm just going to go upstairs and I'll see you come upstairs when you're done for the night and go to bed. Because most likely it will be 10, 11 o'clock and then I am not going to come down again. So, yeah. But yeah, he already told me like, if for one or the other reason my channel would become successful and I would need to do a lot of filming, with me speaking, obviously. Otherwise, I can just mute the volume. Then he would also move out like every day. He would move to the upstairs or make some room in the basement and sit over there. Or but yeah, he knows that crafting makes me happy and the whole YouTube thing makes that I basically also keep crafting. It's not that I otherwise wouldn't craft, don't get me wrong, because especially at the moment it's my escape. But he knows that it's somewhat important to me to do this because yeah, I actually like doing this, so why wouldn't I do it then? But yeah, he's like, if it needed to be, if not only for like a few days or whatever, he would just move. He wouldn't make a fuss of it because, yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't have an income for myself, so if I would be lucky enough to get to the monetization point and or have like things that companies would like me to review and I need to film for that or whatever, then yeah, he would happily make place for that so that I could do my hobby. Because also, if he wants to have a new video game, he knows that I also support him in that. So, okay, my opinion is also always like, hey, it's your money, you work for it. And if I'm coming like, I don't want to do, for instance, I don't know, buy like a diamond painting or something like, because I don't work for it or something, then he's like, yeah, but if I would to need to hire someone to clean and to cook and take care of the kids and yeah, for everything you need to do, I need to pay somebody, I am needing to pay way more than that. So it's always basically like that's my share of the household. So yeah, I also get some money for that. But yeah, it also feels really annoying to have to ask him for something. But yeah, I don't have much of an income for myself, and that little bit that I get from the Dutch government is actually for the kids, and most of the times I already also spend it on the kids or on household stuff or whatever. And yeah, I do my Etsy to basically get myself some crafting money, but yeah, that's basically like, if I'm lucky, I get 10 euro in a month, but most of the time it's not even that. And yeah, that 10 euro I am already losing because I also need to pay Etsy, and yeah, I need to basically pay my supplies and stuff because yeah, I don't have that much. And yeah, my stuff is small, so I don't charge a lot for it, because I believe like I have some cover minders just like this one. I'm just going to show you again. If you've heard of this before, I'm sorry, I am just wanting to reach people. This one is one I killed off because yeah, otherwise there it wouldn't have that thing. But yeah, this is a cover minder I made myself, and I have some of these in like multiple colors, and I think like the most expensive one is €5. So yeah, I have these. I have some Coke bottles. I have then my dominoes. This is the first one with coffee beans. I have some, I believe 2 different kinds with diamond painting leftovers. One in like a galaxy theme, so blue, black, purple, a little bit of yellow for the stars, just like white. And I have a black and white version. And I also have some cover minder bears with dominoes, with the diamond pinning drills inside them. So you have like a little bear with some drills. So it's a diamond pinning cover minder with diamond pinning drills, which I thought was fun, but apparently people don't want to buy it, so yeah. Oh well. If you want to take a look at what I have, you can find a link in the description box down below. If you would take a look and like my shop, that would be very much appreciated, because at least I think it will help promote my shop. And obviously, if you buy something, that's even appreciated more. Obviously. Because yeah, that A helps me in with my resin stuff, which I also really love to do. And B, it supplies me with a little tiny bit of cash. Or at least money, not cash, but you get what I mean. But yeah, I'm also need to make some new pictures, and I'm also, if I did that, I am planning on making some, or at least try to sell some on a Dutch sales site. So we'll just have to wait and see if my tiny little business will come well off the ground, to say it like that, or if it just stays a fun little hobby, which would also be fine, but it's just an expensive hobby, so we'll see. But yeah, I have been rambling on about for basically nothing for long enough now. So I am going to continue on this little section of this diamond painting off screen. And then I think I am either doing nothing for the rest of the night, or I will do a little bit on the kit I have from AliExpress to get through my AliExpress kits. And for the sooner I have that done, the sooner I can work on only the good quality of kits. So yeah, not going as fast as I would like, but oh well, oh well. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, oh, you know the drill. If there's something you would like me to know, please let me know down in the comment section, or you can also email me or use Facebook Messenger. Both of those are also in the description box down below, just as my Etsy shop, as I just said. And yeah, I already have something prepared for like next week in the WIP and Chat, or the week after, or whatever it is, when I am not rambling on like crazy about nothing. But yeah, again, I hope you liked this video. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. Bye!